personal association for 8 years. But I found he's always thinking how this movement can be expanded, how preaching can be done, how things can be done rightly. This is what I noticed in him. Really, I miss him. He was my, senior god brother, Prabhupada's disciple. And his contribution, very hard working for BVT. See how much BVT has flourished in India. So many books. India, when competed, America is behind, India is advanced further. This is by the sincere efforts of Gopal Krishna Maharaj. And see, he saved the lives. And one thing I noticed in him, in the US, in Canada, there was one devotee was misbehaving. And another person, he was Maharaj's disciple, he complained him. And Maharaj said, I have to save his life. If one is fallen, he won't reject him. He will encourage him and put him back to the service of Srila Prabhupada and Krishna. Like I was in LA and I was told by one devotee, he told me that that one devotee, he came to the temple and he asked, I want to stay in the temple. Temple president said, get out of here, I don't want to keep you in the temple. Then that devotee came to Srila Prabhupada and requested Prabhupada, such and such devotee may come to you and ask to stay in the temple. Prabhupada won't let him stay. Prabhupada said, no, you let him stay. Prabhupada, this is the 12th time he came. No, you let him stay. Prabhupada is very fallen. And Prabhupada said, my movement is for fallen souls. This is what our Gopal Krishna Maharaj was doing, saving the fallen souls, engaging them in the service of Guru Gauranga and Krishna. So such a great soul is very rare, and I feel great separation. What can be done? This is going to happen to all of us. Sooner or later we are all going to leave. Nobody can stay here. This material world is not our home. Our home is spiritual world, and if we follow sincere devotees, follow Prabhupada, then we can also return to our real home, back to Godhead, where life is full of knowledge, eternal and blissful. My humble prayers to the lotus feet of Prabhupada, that please take care of Gopal Krishna Maharaj very nicely. He has come to your service now. And I pray to all of you, please cooperate together to push on this great mission. This mission is the only hope for the whole world, for which Gopal Krishna Maharaj has worked very, very hard, very, very hard. See, even he was sick and he went to the meeting in Dehradun. Means he didn't care for his body. He only cared for this movement, for this mission. Srila Gopal Krishna Maharaj ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki. All glories to humble devotees. All glories to humble devotees. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, His Holiness Navagendra Swami. I would like to request Bhima Prabhu to speak. Then it will be followed by Prasanatma Prabhu. Then Basha Ghosh Prabhu. Oh, Bibi Govinda Maharaj. Completely forgot you. After Bibi Govinda Maharaj, yes. Then Bhima Prabhu.
Om Gyan Timarandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshuran Militanjena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Vicharane Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschachade Zitarane Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I would like to begin today by offering my sincere condolences to all of the disciples of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. It's with profound sorrow that we are here today, but this should be a wonderful celebration of his life and his accomplishments. And I'm very thankful to be here in such a august and sober assembly of Vaishnavas. I'm honored to be in the association of my godbrothers who have, many of my godbrothers here who have pioneered and stood by His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj for decades in expanding the Krishna consciousness movement here in India. I'd like to begin by reading something that Srila Prabhupada has spoken. Srila Prabhupada said, "Why a few selected persons have come here? Because it requires a background of pious activities. Otherwise, it is not possible. We do not expect that 100% of people will become Krishna conscious. That is not possible. But if there is one ideal Krishna conscious person, he can do benefit to many thousands. Ikas chandras tamo hantina chataraha sahasraha. If there is one moon in the sky, he can illuminate the whole universe. Nacha tamaha sahasrana. Not these twinkling stars. It is not possible." And I sincerely feel with my heart and my sincerity that His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj, he was such a Chandra, such a moon in the society of Vaishnavas. Dear devotees, we know that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared 500 years ago. Kaviraj Goswami tells us, "Anarpita charim chirat korunaya vatirna kalao samarpayitam unata ujvala rasam sabhakti shriyam." Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came here to give us all something which is very special. He was truly the Karuna avatar, and he came here just to shower even the most unfortunate and disqualified people with his love and his compassion and his humanity. Lord Chaitanya, he did that to everyone. And we can see from the life of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that people that you would think were ordinarily disqualified, he accepted those people and made them acharyas in his movement. So Lord Chaitanya came to give that love and compassion by lifting people to the level of Krishna consciousness. Without that, all we have is the repetition of birth and death in this material world. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also came because as Krishna, he wanted to taste the mellow of divine love in the spiritual world. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he lived in Navadvip, and he was surrounded by his loving family, and he was surrounded by his loving associates, and he began the Sankirtan in that place. But he saw that that was not enough, so he renounced his beautiful family, his wife, his mother. He left his society of Navadvip, and he began spreading Krishna consciousness throughout the length and breadth of India. And since that time, all great saints who have come in the line of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu have carried on with that work. Kaviraj Goswami says, Bharata bhumite hoilya, manusya janmajar, janma sartakakari karapara upkar. That everybody who is born in Bharata Bhumi is meant to perfect their lives through the practices of Krishna consciousness. And in that perfected state, they should perform para upkar. They should do the very best welfare work for everybody in this world by lifting them up and giving them love of God through the chanting of Harinam Sankirtan. And we see that that has been the history in our Sampradaya. All the acharyas coming from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they have done their level best to give the world the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And we have Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who wanted to spread it around the world. And we have our Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who established the Gaudiya Math. And we have our Srila Prabhupada, who took the message of his Guru Maharaj so deeply to his heart that he spent his whole life in preparation to spread Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy in every town and village throughout the world. And then disciples of Srila Prabhupada, such as Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, they heard Srila Prabhupada and they took that message to their heart, so deeply to their heart. Like the rest of our generation, Srila Gopal Krishna Maharaj joined as a young man. I first met Maharaj in 72 or 73 in Toronto when he came to do, I think, an audit of the books. Very young man, but he was different than many of the rest of us. He took his birth in a cultured Indian family. He was highly educated, very highly educated. He was untarnished by the contaminations that were so present during that era. And when he heard Srila Prabhupada, perhaps in Montreal, he took that so deeply to his heart. He could see that Prabhupada was requesting him, please share the love and the compassion and the humanity which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come to give this world. And because of that, Srila Gopal Krishna Maharaj has been a pillar of ISKCON. He has been one of the strong pillars of this society for at least 5.5 decades. And recently, by the grace of Radhe Shyam, I had the opportunity to meet with Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami in his room here in Vrindavan, and I was attempting with my weak words to glorify his accomplishments. Srila Gopal Krishna Maharaj had books translated into so many languages. He printed hundreds and millions of books. He inspired devotees here and devotees all over the world to distribute hundreds and millions of books. Not 100, not 1,000, but hundreds and millions of books. He inspired devotees to open the most glorious temples in ISKCON. Beautiful, celestial temples, including the latest brilliant star in the galaxy of these temples, which is ISKCON Rohini. When I mentioned that to Gopal Krishna Maharaj, he very humbly put his head down and he said, it wasn't just me, it was the team. He said the team did the work. He said, I was just a small part. All credit goes to the team. And not only that, Srila Gopal Krishna Maharaj, he made thousands and thousands and thousands of devotees around the world. He brought them to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet so that they could experience that great love which Mahaprabhu came to give through Harinam Sankirtan. The other day I was listening to Prasanatmaji, and he was saying that Prabhupada's standard of success in ISKCON was books printed, temples opened, and devotees made. And there's no one in this society who has done that like Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. Maharaj, as we all know, he was deeply wise, and he was a compassionate navigator through the troubled waters of the Kali Yuga. Maharaj was the person who fearlessly took Srila Prabhupada's books to the Soviet Union in the mid-1980s when it was very stringent Soviet regime. And all of you know how much Srila Gopal Krishna Maharaj is loved here and how much he is loved in other parts of the world. But please let me help you try to understand how much Gopal Krishna Maharaj is loved in Russia and in the Central Asian countries like Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, and Kyrgyzstan. He personally pioneered Central Asia. He personally found the dakshin and the donations to build the first temples in Central Asia. And the devotees in Central Asia, they love Gopal Krishna more than their very life. I know, but the devotees are here. But I can't see them. I can't see them. I want to see the devotees. I'm addressing the devotees. I had the opportunity to serve in Central Asia for a number of years. And I can truly say that it was my greatest honor to serve and spread Krishna consciousness with Gopal Krishna Maharaj's disciples. I say that because with them, there was never any of this guru cliquism consciousness. There was never any mood of sectarianism. There was just always a mood of loving and serving one another and assisting to spread the Krishna consciousness movement. When I was mentioning these things to Gopal Krishna Maharaj in his room, both of us became a little emotional. And you know, he he paused and he put his head down, and with his very gentle and coy smile, he said, "There is another accomplishment." And I said, "What is that?" And he said, "This year, it will be 50 years on the GBC." And for the devotees of ISKCON, I'm not sure how relevant the GBC is to you, although we're always taught that the GBC should be most relevant. Being on the GBC is like living in hell. And he served without turning away for 50 years. Whenever I would meet Gopal Krishna Maharaj, he would repeat as if it were just his natural breathing, "I am a servant, I am a servant, I am a servant. How can I serve you? How can I serve your yatra? Please come and stay in this temple. Please come and stay in that temple. If there's anything I can do for your yatra, please let me know." So really, and having spent about 5.5 decades in our ISKCON society, I can say that without any question or without any doubt, that Gopal Krishna Maharaj was truly a Vaishnava who embodied the love and the compassion and the humanity that was shown to him by his spiritual master and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I never observed Maharaj quick to judge. I never observed Maharaj quick to dismiss an individual. He was always humane. He was always very, very kind. And sadly, we have seen different waves of ISKCON through the years and the development of ISKCON throughout the years. And it seems that during this era, a small but very vocal minority in ISKCON, they don't have that same mood of love and compassion. But Maharaj never faltered. He always stuck to his principles. He always stuck to his heart. And I would like to thank you all for having been his disciples and serving so wonderfully.
But Maharaj never
And I would like to thank you all
He always stuck
for
to his
yesterday.
principles. He always stuck to his heart.
Because yesterday
And
was such a massive
I would like to
overflowing
thank you all.
of love and appreciation that it was like a medicinal tonic for my heart. It really made me feel that decency, love, compassion, care, kindness is there in the hearts of the devotees. And that is because you've seen that in your spiritual masters. Thank you very, very much. Last night, I contacted Shruta Kirti Prabhu, and I asked him, I said, "Did you survive?" He said, "Barely." And my only analysis was to see love opens your heart. And our hearts must be open to become Krishna conscious. A devotee once told Srila Prabhupada, "Srila Prabhupada, everybody loves you." And Srila Prabhupada very humbly smiled and he said, "Yes, that's because I love everyone." And Srila Gopal Krishna Maharaj was the same way. He was loved by everyone, and he loved everyone. So in conclusion, I can say that Srila Gopal Krishna Maharaj was cut from the same piece of cloth that Srila Prabhupada was cut from. What he accomplished in one lifetime, most of us will not accomplish in 100 lifetimes. And for all of his disciples here and for our International Society for Krishna Consciousness, I pray that Shri Shri Gaurnitai and Shri Shri Krishna Balaram and Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar will bless us all to have the strength to remain focused and during this time, spotlessly focused, during this time of great feelings of separation from Guru Maharaj. Srila Prabhupada wrote in his dedication of the Srimad Bhagavatam to his Guru Maharaj, he lives forever by his words, and the follower lives with him. So, if you always live by the instructions of Guru Maharaj will always be by your right side. So I thank you all. I've gone long, but it's not an everyday occasion. In fact, it's a very rare and great occasion that you have the opportunity to glorify a pure devotee like Maharaj. And I pray to him, and I will pray to him, that he will bless me, that in some future life I may do a fraction of the seva that he has done for Guru Maharaj in this lifetime. Thank you all very much. Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki. Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki. Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki. Nitai Srila Prabhupada ki. Nitai Go Premanandi.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, His Holiness Bhakti Binga Govinda Swami. Just before Bhima Prabhu, for his memories, I'd like to read a memorial message here from His Holiness Radhanath Swami. Dear and most blessed disciples of Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, please accept my respectful obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami. I am deeply affected by the love and separation that you are all experiencing at this time. My heart's tears are with each of you. I am presently in the USA. My weak health would not permit me to travel to India, but my heart is there in Vrindavan Dham to be with you to worship His Holiness Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. I am sincerely grateful that I could be with you through the YouTube for the sacred ceremonies in Delhi and the sacred Samadhi ceremony in Vrindavan Dham. Srila Gopal Krishna Maharaj's fullest blessings, mercy and grace are with you all of you, at this time and forever as you follow his teachings. Remember him with grateful gratitude and devotion, and live in the light of pleasing him. I pray that devotees in all places and at all times may strive to follow in the footsteps of Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj in his faithfulness, loyalty, and total surrender to serving Srila Prabhupada's mission and personally practicing the path of pure bhakti. bhakti. As I pray for the mercy of your Guru Maharaj, my sincerest prayers are with you all, with all of you, and I'm honored to serve you, your servant, Radhanath Swami. Hare Krishna.
It's all right. Hare Krishna. So this morning, a good friend of Gopal Krishna Maharaj sent me a message. And I asked that devotee, would you like me to read it? And he said, if you felt it glorifies Gopal Krishna Maharaj, please read it. Dear devotees, Hare Krishna, please accept my most respectful obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to His Divine Grace's confidential, most intimate servant, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami. As the news of his divine disappearance begins to deeply enter our consciousness, we grieve in separation from this extraordinary servant of Srila Prabhupada, His Holiness Sripad Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. I was causelessly blessed to be his servant, and during Srila Prabhupada's manifest Leela, I was allowed into a close spiritual friendship with Maharaj. His disappearance becomes overwhelming as we contemplate and remember his pastimes and his unique devotional service in establishing ISKCON and the BBT and book distribution and sacred temples with permanently installed deities within India. He was named by Srila Prabhupada to be GBC, BBT trustee, and executor of Prabhupada's last will. He was particularly always in a state of samadhi-like love and focus on Srila Prabhupada. Constantly, I saw this from the day we first met until his disappearance. He's eternally a great Sankirtan general and Srila Prabhupada's Sankirtan army. And I share the prayer of so many thousands of devotees in wishing one day to again be and remain in his presence and his association. For wherever he is, absorbed, remembrance and trance, like focus on the service of Srila Prabhupada, permeates the atmosphere. My dear friend, who mercifully allowed me to serve you, will always miss you. I will always miss you in many, many ways as I aspire to follow in the footsteps of your lotus feet, your aspiring servant forever, Rameshwar Das. So this is, after I got that offering, I wrote something myself. You didn't listen. Dear devotees, now we can see how much love and affection Gopal Krishna Maharaj spread by his presence, because so many devotees came to reciprocate that love and affection. Gopal Krishna Maharaj's staunch faith in Srila Prabhupada translated into volumes of dedicated service to Srila Prabhupada's ISKCON family. Now that person we call to when there was a problem, that person we went to when we needed to know what to do, that person who listened to us very patiently is still reachable, but not by our phone. Only by following Gopal Krishna Maharaj's tremendous example of faith and love in his Guru Maharaj can we be in touch with him. It's easy to pay your mobile bill, but no amount of wealth or any material thing can pay the debt owed to the spiritual master, for there will always be an amount outstanding. Yet Gopal Krishna Maharaj, showed by his life example how to serve by tirelessly working for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada. There is no match to his efforts and service, but we can try to follow in his footsteps by being kind to all, big or small. Didn't matter to Gopal Krishna Maharaj. He gave his time to everyone. Let us fill the vacancy of his physical presence with remembering his wonderful qualities, and in that remembrance, surely we will be in touch with him. Let us remember, not just today, but always, his enthusiasm and encouragement to distribute Srila Prabhupada's books. Let us remain focused how Gopal Krishna Maharaj loved the Lord's Archa Vigraha Seva. And in this way, truly, we will be in touch. Thank you. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gopal Krishna Maharaj ki.
Halila Premadana Karuna Prachur Ehena Prabhu Kota Gela Acharya Thakur. So this is beautiful day to remember Gopal Krishna Maharaj, the great poet Acharya Narottam Das Thakur, lamenting, crying, and missing out the great acharyas like Rupa, Sanatana, Swarup Damodar, Raghunath Das Goswami, Krishnadas Goswami, like that. So today is very appropriate for us also lament and have a grief of understanding what Gopal Krishna Maharaj did for this society. So my name is Prasannatma. I joined here in 1974 and became devotee in 75 when this temple was open. So I'll tell you a few front row scene of my relationship with Maharaj, how he become what he became, but it's not all easy as you all say. I have seen is how much he struggled. So let's start with 1975. So that's the time he became a GBC. He was GBC for all India. And I was just newly initiated. And temple opened after 3 months in Vrindavan. The reality struck. We didn't have any money. We didn't know how to run this temple, not thinking that we need money. We didn't have too many people coming to the temple. So me, Akshananda Swami and Bhagavadarshya Prabhu, we went traveling to collect money for this temple. Went to Kanpur, Lucknow, Allahabad, Agra, Varanasi, so many places. Most of the time, we didn't have any money to eat. One time we were staying in one of life member's house, Bhagatji's brother, P.D. Agarwal. He was chartered accountant. And we worked all day and come back in the evening, all our stuffs were outside the house. Swamiji, please go somewhere else because we have guests coming. So after a few months of preaching in Vrindavan, Maharaj told me I must go to Delhi to learn from Tejas Prabhu. Tejas was president in Delhi temple running Radha Parsadi temple. It was 13 Thodarmal Lane, Bengali market. So now I'm going to say a few lighter things of Maharaj so we can have a little laughter. It's all right to do that. So me and Tejas Prabhu preaching, after a few months, I said to Maharaj, he came back, that I don't want to be here. I don't like this place. Please. I was only 19, 20 years old, young boy, don't know what I'm doing, just serving Maharaj, and told, please send me back to Vrindavan. I don't want to be here in Delhi. We only had one bedroom apartment, 5, 6 devotees, something like that. Bengali market. So I was easily bribable. So Maharaj knows he can bribe me. So he wanted me to stay in Delhi for a little longer, so I learn more and assist Tejas Prabhu and make some money for Vrindavan. So he took me to the restaurant outside, Nathu Sweets. It's still there. So Maharaj's favorite food was that time chana bhatura and faluda. So Maharaj loved chana bhatura and he loved the drink faluda with like some pearl drink. It's Punjabi drink, so it's a very favorite for Maharaj. So he tried to bribe me by buying things, and even though he doesn't go to the restaurant, he broke the rule just for me, and we had some thing. Didn't work. After a few months, I ran away and came to Vrindavan. So after a few years, I went to Bombay, and there's one devotee named Amoga from Australia. He was running BBT, and he left overnight. So practically there was nobody there. So on that process, I become BBT manager. That time BBT manager means one-man show. I'm the manager packing boxes, taking to go down to, to Bombay and ship them. And I will tell you a story about Brahmananda at the same time. So one time, there was a strike in Bombay port when I was in charge of BBT, and I couldn't send any books to Kenya. Maharaj was in that time in Nairobi, Mombasa. So Brahmananda wrote me a letter saying that I'm going to break your every bone in your body. We are struggling here and sending foreign exchange to you, and you are not sending any books. What's wrong with you? So when I see you next time, I will break every bone. So I was scared, but nothing I can do. So by Maharaja's mercy, I met to see Prabhupada many times. And because it was a one-man show, I was accountant also. And Prabhupada see my cash book, ledger. We don't have computer, anything. It was very simple process. We also don't have any books to distribute. Only books we have is imported books from America. Srimad Bhagavatam, as far as I remember, we had up to 7th canto, then 8th canto, then 9th canto came. Then I went to the custom and brought the book, gave it to Prabhupada. I don't think Maharaj remember, but I remember. Tama Krishna was his secretary and servant. He won't allow anybody to come in the quarters. Bhavananda and Tamal is like Jai Vijay outside. So by mercy, for some reason, I don't know, he was kind. He told me, please go and give the books to Prabhupada, because he just came. So Prabhupada was just finishing his prasadam. The first word he uttered was, Aaj ka shaag bahut badhiya hai. Guess who cooked? Maharaj. Navayogandhan Maharaj cooked that day. He doesn't remember. I have to tell him. And the second thing, because he saw I was young brahmachari and exhausted, He said, "Aapka tabir theek hai?" Then he gave me blessings, "Theek se manage karo." So Prabhupada was very kind, and Guru Maharaj and also Gopal Krishna Maharaj was very kind that he allowed me to participate in service in BBT, and also that time his former wife Ekaini. Ekaini is one of the oldest devotee, like a second batch was initiated, and his son name was Durlabh. And every evening she would do kirtan at 7 o'clock, very enthusiastic, and we all go brahmachari, but she would lead the kirtan with mridanga and we would go. Maharaj was very simple, humble grahastha man. So after AKI left, Maharaj still very simple, even though he was GBC, BBT trustee, his kurta sometime torn. No, he wouldn't go outside and buy kurta. And I remember Parvati was his secretary, and she would sew his kurta for him because she didn't want to see him in public in such a way. Many times I have seen him. He is very simple man, humble man. And one of his proud moments that time, when I was managing, Prabhupada told him to go to Moscow for the book fair. And then he went to book fair, growed his hair and suit and tie and preaching Krishna consciousness. And Prabhupada was very happy that he went. So we had many association with Maharaj. I cannot sit here and say so many times because my memory is not that sharp, but we were very close. So this great success didn't come easily. He has to fight. So I was there in front row. Also Devikinandan Prabhu came later. Brajahari Prabhu came. Bhima Prabhu was already there. Lokanath Maharaj was, of course, he was always there, but he's traveling, preaching everywhere. We only had one book that time, was Back to Godhead magazine. Later we printed slowly, Perfection of Yoga. Then we printed one book, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. The reason I'm mentioning that because Prabhupada was so impressed, because that time our quality of printing was very poor, very, very poor. But this book came out very nicely. We used to use Usha printers. And then Maharaj gave this book to Prabhupada. I was not there, I was in Bombay. Then Maharaj told me what Prabhupada told him. This is first class quality, first class printing. Gita Press is third class quality and fourth class printing. This is from Prabhupada, not from me. Prabhupada said this, so I have to repeat, not afraid. No fear. So Maharaj didn't come to this position where he is easily. He has so many adversaries. Many people within our community had to fight, even throwing balloons, water balloon. So I have to sit there and watch all these things because I was a young man. But he was always gifted and loyal to Srila Prabhupada to finish this, because there are many devotees has to speak. Just recently when Maharaj was here, week ago, as 10,000 times I asked him, why don't you just stay here and live peacefully? He just smiled. He doesn't answer, he just smiled. And I know that smile. The smile answer is, you don't know what you're talking about, and I know what I'm doing. He wants to die like Bhishma Maharaj, beds of arrows. And he went like that. So all of you disciples, there's one more thing is very important for Maharaj. He pushed me and many others like Devakinandan, Bhima, Lokanath Maharaj. Many of us, we were close to Maharaj. He pushed us to the edge. He pushed as much as he could. Even we worked very hard, he said, that's not hard enough. He was never satisfied. He said, you're lazy. You should work more. Right? So nothing was enough for him, and he was a good example. He wasn't sitting and having good time. He was also working very hard. So it was fortune for me to see from the beginning he became GBC, he became Guru, then he first initiated all these devotees. Some of these devotees are still here. Ganapati Prabhu, Surdas Prabhu, I'm still thinking his Karmi name because that's the way I know him. So because came all the devotees, so many of them in front of me, so I remembered like that. But, but he's still fond of me. So Maharaj, last time I saw him, also my daughter get to meet him. We were very fortunate. He is not GBC, he is not Guru for me and my family. For me, he is a brother. For Parvati was brother and sister. We fought many times, just like Lokanath Maharaj was telling. We had difference of opinion. But the end of the day, he was Prabhupada's man. End of the day, he distributed many books. End of the day, until he left, he was preaching. End of the day, I wish all GBC men and Guru follow the will of Maharaj. Yesterday when I read, I was almost crying. I usually don't cry. I was little emotional thinking about Maharaj's will. So he was telling all of you to cooperate and serve the society. Because this is founded by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, and Maharaj was one of the top Maharathi in this battalion. He was a great soldier, and we are all little monkeys. He was a Hanuman. So when I first came, we had many donkeys here serving the temple, taking sand and going upstairs and down. Now you don't see any donkey because they all went back to home, back to Godhead. I'm the only donkey left now. So the time will come, Prabhupada will take me as a donkey or whatever he wishes. I will leave this and glorify Maharaj and thanking him for allowing me to serve Srila Prabhupada for many years. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Gopal Krishna Maharaj.
Thank you, Prasanatma Prabhu. As you have mentioned that Guru Maharaj mentioned that you're lazy because you're not working hard enough. Is that correct? Yeah, well, I was gonna tell you there was some instructions he gave me and I did not follow immediately because I thought it was so easy. Let me do it later. And then he called me back and says, Guru Maharaj, I didn't do it because he asked me, did you do it? Just one phone call. Because I said, no problem. And then he replied, you are the laziest person I've ever met in my life. I consider that as a privilege. And that made me woke up. Because we should know small instruction coming from the spiritual master that we should take it for granted. Everything is very valuable. I learned it from that. And that chastisement is an act of love from the spiritual master to the disciple. I would like to request Bashagos Prabhu. I may be calling some of the leaders of ISKCON Bureau because they're having a meeting by noon, and also some of you are leaving real soon. And we would like to hear also in the between a letter that was sent by the President of India, Rajendra Nandana Prabhu. We'll read that after Sura Prabhu. Bashagos Prabhu, Devakinandan Prabhu, and then Sura Prabhu, and then the letter from the President of India. Hare Krishna.
Tatsanyoravranemahe gatum yajnaya gatum yajnapataye Daivi swastirastu naha swastirmanushebyah urdhvam jigatu beshajam shanno astu dvipade shanchatushpade Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Sham No Mitra Sham Varunaha Sham No Bhavat Varyama Sham No Indro Brihaspati Sham No Vishnur Urukramaha Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami Ritam Vadishyami Satyam Vadishyami Tanma Avatu Tan Vaktaram Avatu Avatu Mam Avatu Vaktaram Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryan Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Agnimire Purohitam Yajñasya Devam Ritvijam Hotaram Ratnadhatamam Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagat Hitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Tvishe Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So first, I want to read the letter from the Bureau. Message from the Bureau written by yours truly. Dear devotees, it was approved by most of the Bureau members. Nobody objected. Namo Namaha, Jai Srila Prabhupada, Gopal Krishna Maharaj ki. The ISKCON India Governing Council Bureau is deeply saddened by the passing of our longtime chairman, H. Gopal Krishna Goswami, earlier today at Dehradun in Devbhumi, Uttarakhand. Words may not do justice to the lifetime of service to the ISKCON institution rendered by Maharaj both in India and in the West. Maharaj served ISKCON for nearly 57 years, an incredible innings that will not be forgotten by the thousands of ISKCON devotees who knew him, as well as his thousands of disciples. Gopal Krishna Maharaj preached Krishna consciousness tirelessly, right up until his last breath, here in Holy Bharata, and also in Russia, Canada, and the USA. And as Bhakti Bringa Govinda Maharaj so kindly reminded us, in Central Asia, which I neglected to mention. Additionally, he guided the Bhaktivedanta Book Trust in India and oversaw its becoming the largest and most productive branch of the BBT. While he was our zonal secretary overseeing all of northern and western India, he particularly focused on developing the NCR, National Capital Region, Kurukshetra, and the Bhaktivedanta Gurukula and International School at Vrindavan. He oversaw the heaven on earth expansion of ISKCON Juhu, Bombay, and before that, the Bhaktivedanta Mission School at Bombay. Recently, he was present at the inauguration of the more than rupees 100 crore project at Rohini Colony at New Delhi. He inspired the large temple at Bahadurgarh on the outskirts of New Delhi and the ongoing project at Dwarka Colony, New Delhi, not to mention projects at Punjabi Bagh, New Delhi, Ghaziabad, and others in the NCR area. He also oversaw the recently inaugurated temple at Ludhiana in Punjab and was directing the massive Krishna Arjun temple project at Kurukshetra, where he was the main fundraiser. They've already spent 60 crores and they need another 30. That I didn't write. He was also directing ISKCON's massive project at Kargar in Navi Mumbai that is to open later this year. Surdas Prabhu Ki, his main servant at Kargar. He inspired ISKCON New Delhi's several branches in achieving massive book distribution, usually finishing at the top of the World Sankirtan newsletter's book distribution reports for the annual December book distribution marathon. I didn't mention Bombay, which he also comes at the top and also inspired by Maharaj. Maharaj's enthusiasm for lecturing and doing kirtan, dedication, strict sadhana, and daily performance of Mangal Arati, as well as his daily worship of Shaligram, Gaur Nitai, Lakshmi Nrsimha, and Radha Krishna inspired thousands. Maharaj participated in various ISKCON managerial oversight endeavors, such as the International GBC Governing Body Commission, the Bureau, the VEB Vrindavan Executive Board, MVT Mayapur Vrindavan Trust, MEB Mayapur Executive Board, as well as the NIDC North India Divisional Council and WIDC Western India Divisional Council. He was a troubleshooter who was key to solving conflicts that sprung up at various places in India during the recent past. His contribution to Indian society had been recognized by India's Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi, who had a direct first-name relationship with Maharaj. The Bureau members wish to recall all of these and so many more contributions that Maharaj made to our society that sadly have now ended by the supreme will of Lord Krishna, to whom Maharaj spent the vast majority of his lifetime in sincere service. We take it that Lord Krishna has taken Maharaj to his next destination, where he will continue to engage in his, Lord Krishna's, eternal service. We lament that he will not be with us in the future. On this somber occasion, we pledge to carry on the mission that our chairman spent all of his days championing. Praying to Sri Sri Radha Parthasarathi, Sri 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 Sitaram Lakshman Hanumanji, and Sri Sri Gaurnitai, and since we're here in Vrindavan, Sri Sri Krishna Balaram, and also at Delhi there was Lakshmi Narasimha recently installed, to grant us and his thousands of disciples the spiritual strength to bear his separation and to serve him through his noble and transcendental instructions and the exemplary standards of devotional service that he set during his extraordinary lifetime. Your servants, members of the ISKCON India Governing Council, the Bureau, dated May 5th, 2024, Vaishak Krishna Dwadasi Titi. Hare Krishna. I'm not that was just a letter from the Bureau. Do you want to stop me from you know, I lost 3, I would say, bosses over the last 4 years. First, Jasomati Nandan Prabhu, who was my direct boss for 40 years. And he was working under Maharaj. After he disappeared, then I was directly working with Maharaj. And then Bhakti Charu Maharaj disappeared, not long after Jasomati Nandan Prabhu. And it's been 3 years or 4 years. 4 years. And now Maharaj is gone. 2 days before Maharaj came, 2 days before our bureau meeting, which is where Maharaj disappeared, he called me on the phone. He said, should I come to Dehradun? Can I attend by Zoom? And I said, Maharaj, health is first. But he came anyway. And of course, he spoke to many people. He didn't just speak to me alone. And, you know, we knew that his health was not good. And as who said, one of you who spoke before me said that this, you know, we're all going to go in the Navayogendra Maharaj. The writing is on the wall. You know, Prabhupada used to say, I'm an old man. And we're all at that age now where Prabhupada was when he went to America on the boat and had 2 heart attacks. So it's a bonus. Every day after 70, I'm not 70 yet, so I haven't, I'm waiting for the bonus to come. Actually, I'm Indian 70 because in India, when you complete 69, then they say you're 70 running. So we don't have long in this world. Maharaj fought till the end. He tirelessly, he set the example. It's the end of an era. Maharaj guiding ISKCON in India, who also said that whenever there was some difficulty, we had to go to Maharaj, Bhima Prabhu. And, you know, he was our boss, he was our chairman. We looked up to him. He was re-elected chairman. Actually, I guess in the bureau members thought I was shameless. I said, let's call him chairman emeritus. You know, because his health was extremely poor at the end, as we all know. But no, he was elected again chairman. And that was the esteem in which he was held by all the leaders of ISKCON India. He was a towering giant figure. He did so much. Boy, I don't know that the lasting tribute to Gopal Krishna Maharaj will be all the temples he built and all the disciples he made. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, I think it's chapter 28, can't remember which purport, but Prabhupada wrote that my godbrothers and I are all making thousands of disciples, even though we're not working conjointly. And ISKCON, we're working conjointly. It's a great tribute to Prabhupada that his disciples, well, the majority, you know. There's always the exceptions. But most of the disciples have been working conjointly all these, 47 plus years since Prabhupada disappeared. And Gopal Krishna Maharaj's will, which was read out by Janardhan Maharaj, wow, you know, he echoed the same thing. Work together, work conjointly. Prabhupada's message was that, and Maharaj's message was that. Years and years ago, one of Prabhupada's godbrothers, who nobody knows, he didn't speak English, he only spoke Hindi, Urdu, and Bengali. He told me that we're not glorifying our godbrothers like we should. We should glorify what Prabhupada did. And so that was a message that we should all glorify Gopal Krishna Maharaj, even those who are not here. Those who are here obviously came to glorify him, godbrothers. Yeah. Actually, Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Maharaj, I used to bring him here every year for Prabhupada. I had the old relation with him, long story. I won't bore everybody. But he told me, I used to bring him for Prabhupada's disappearance. So he told me, he said, Tirtha Maharaj printed some books. Bhakti Vilas Tirtha Prabhupada's. He was the person who brought Bhakti Siddhanta to Calcutta. So Bhakti Vaibhav Puri said, he printed some books and Madhav Maharaj made some temples. He said, but Swami Maharaj did both. And obviously a lot more. And one of his key generals was Gopal Krishna Maharaj. The temples coming up in the NCR, of course, Rohini was opened. Sorry, I missed that. I apologize. And now Dwarka Colony and Kurukshetra. Fantastic projects, all inspired directly by Gopal Krishna Maharaj. And so his glories are eternal. They won't end. So much outpouring we heard. Janardhan Maharaj said, President of India's message, Prime Minister posted a message of condolence, Chief Minister of Rajasthan, Chief Minister of Uttarakhand, Governor of Rajasthan, and I'm sure Chief Minister of Gujarat, Bihar Chief Minister, UP Chief Minister, right, I saw that. So, President of India is coming. So you can imagine that how glorious is Gopal Krishna Maharaj. You know, Prabhupada lived at a time when the government was somewhat atheistic by comparison to today. Today, the political leaders are, wow, just a few months ago, the Prime Minister inaugurated the fantastic temple at Ayodhya and bowed down Shashtanga Dandavat to Lord Rama. And I was with Prabhupada in Tirupati in 1974, so it's 50 years ago, it was end of April. He did Shashtanga Dandavat to Balaji and said, Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami, just like you all heard in the tape, and said Balaji is Balkrishna. Now the leaders of India are bowing down. So Prabhupada and his eternal associates like Gopal Krishna Maharaj have inspired the leaders of India to endorse Krishna Bhakti. I heard Prabhupada on Juhu Beach tell us that in India, more or less, everyone is Krishna conscious. And I heard Prabhupada in Hyderabad begging the people, please don't give up your culture. And Indian culture is Krishna consciousness. So Gopal Krishna Maharaj has dedicated his life to spread Krishna consciousness, and he achieved remarkable, fantastic success. And none of us, I don't think, will be able, maybe his disciples, let's see. You can be inspired by what he did, but among our God brothers, Gopal Krishna Maharaj distributed the most books, and he made the most temples, and maybe he was number 2 in disciples to Jayapataka Maharaj. But Prabhupada directly appointed him as the GBC for India. And boy, did he make Prabhupada proud by the work that he did. So I am, if Prasanatma Prabhu is a donkey, well, I'm a dog. And what can I say? We heard fantastic speeches before myself, just a humble offering. But the challenge is for the disciples of Gopal Krishna Maharaj to do more than the Guru. Prabhupada said that about his disciples. The disciples should do more than the Guru. So, wow, someone said 7 centers. I remember 8 centers, but what does it matter, 7 or 8? There's now 300, 400, 600, who knows? One of our devotees said there will be 4,000 temples in a few years. ISKCON is moving in that direction in India. And abroad, well, if you don't mind me saying, I feel that organically, ISKCON India will take over the world. But ISKCON India is supposed to, because Bharata Bhumi te hoila, Manushya Janma jar, Janma Sarthaka Kori Kara Parupakar. Prabhupada said ISKCON India is a sleeping giant. And Prabhupada also said, I'm one Indian. You've heard this. I'm one Indian. If I could spread Krishna consciousness like this, if all the Indians took up spreading Krishna consciousness, the whole world will become Krishna conscious. I want to thank whoever, I think it was Kavi Chandra Maharaj, who said Prabhupada sent Gopal Krishna Maharaj to Russia to distribute books in the middle of the communist regime. And he continued to go to Russia again. And how many times he went to Russia? Is there a count? Many times. He spoke Russian. He spoke French. He spoke Hindi. He spoke English. And Punjabi also? Okay. Punjabi Andhi? Okay. He would give lectures in Russian, right? He gave lectures in Russian, Hindi. So he inspired so many huge group of disciples in Russia. And as Bhakti Bringa Govinda Maharaj testified, because he worked in that area for many, many years. So I don't think there's any end of glorifying Gopal Krishna Maharaj, but I will bring it to an end and pray that wherever he is in Krishna's eternal pastimes, he'll look down on us smiling and bless us to continue pushing on ISKCON, the ISKCON mission, Krishna Consciousness Movement. If I said anything wrong, kindly excuse. Mama sarva dosha kshamyatam. Please excuse my offenses. Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki.
Thank you, Bashagos Prabhu. Now, would like to request Devakinandan Prabhu. Then it will be followed by Sura Prabhu. And then the letter from the... Oh, the bureau has to go. So the... Yes, yes. Just 1 second. Hare Krishna. So many are talking. Hari. This is how it goes. Devakinandan Prabhu, Sura Prabhu, and the bureau members, because they have a meeting at noon. And then the president may have to wait.
गुरवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुमेव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki. I know you all are hungry. Nobody has taken prasadam. But burn little energy. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki. So sweet is always sweet. Beside the person who has jaundice. A person who has jaundice will not feel sweet. So our beloved, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj is nothing but a sweet personality. Whoever met Maharaj, not only disciple of anyone, common people, life member, donor, Mataji, even ruffians, they can testify that Gopal Krishna Maharaj is very kind. Gopal Krishna Maharaj is one who had never learned how to lose, but he had learned how to win. Two personalities told me. Once Kirtananand Maharaj told me that I am offensive and Gopal is defensive. So I always lose and he always wins. Once Tamal Krishna Maharaj told me, Gopal Krishna Maharaj Gopal gets whatever he wants. And we have experience. Many a time, he gets from Prabhupada, from senior, from junior, from everyone, he insists upon till he gets. We all have experience. So my relation with Maharaj is like son and father more than anything else. I met him here in 79 and he just became GBC for Juhu in 79. I was in 78 in Juhu, Tamal Krishna Maharaj GBC. Maharaj gave me 21 rupees and he told me to go to Bombay. He said, is it all right? I didn't say anything. He said, price, the fare is only second class or something, 18 rupees, and rest you can have your food on the way. Anyway, so when we went there, I went there, Maharaj had been guiding me, giving, like a lalan, palan, tadan, and friendship. Everything I got from Maharaj, and I will be missing that opportunity now. I have just put down something. I can go on talking, but I just thought I'll confine myself and I'll speak to Delhi and Bombay and other places. On this day of both joy and sorrow, I can feel the embrace of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj mercy on myself. I always feel myself like Sudama embraced by Lord Krishna. Kwa ham daridra papiyan, kwa Krishna Sriniketana. For 47 plus years, Maharaj has been my constant guide and friend. He cheered me, or even sometimes chastising me by saying, whenever he gets angry with me, he will just say, Devakinandan, you are in Maya. That's it, which is very true. And other point, as Janardhan Maharaj said, you are just lazy. I mean, in Bombay, those days, our temple commander on Sunday, I used to get up 3 o'clock and go to sleep 9 o'clock. And if I slept during daytime sometime, he will send somebody, call, and he said, we are lazy. Because he used to meet everybody. He loved meeting people. Prasannatma Prabhu was my vice president. He remembers. Yes, Prasannatma Prabhu is very, very right. Gopal Krishna Maharaj did not become Gopal Krishna Maharaj what he is. Just like a steel becomes, from iron a steel becomes, they heat it and put in cold water. Once in 79, Gopal Krishna Maharaj and myself, we are going towards Prasadam Hall. And Garg Muni Prabhu, if he is here around, I don't know if he remembers. He was coming from Prasadam Hall. You see that mango tree we have in Juhu? He came and he gave a big slap to Gopal Krishna Maharaj and he walked out. That's it. He didn't even talk anything. I was shocked. Maharaj did not say a single word. He just walked. And we went for prasadam. Other time, once, because Prasannatma Prabhu is here, so we were two of us, our temple commander, who was vice president. We battled many times. Once there are politics in Bombay to remove Gopal Krishna Maharaj, and there was signature campaign. I did not know what I am signing. I also signed that, but I did not know. So I went to Prasannatma and I told him, this is what happened. He said, there's big politics. There's big politics. You go and get signed. I worked whole night and I got signed by all the devotees. And next morning, Pras rushed to Mayapur, and that's how he remained GBC in Bombay. Otherwise, thing was same Jonal Acharya, Kirtanananda Maharaj, and he should be GBC and Guru both. So yes, Prasannatma Prabhu, I fully agree with you. It didn't come everything so easy as we are getting today. Maharaj praised me, my effort, and show me how to serve Srila Prabhupada with love and dedication. Maharaj made me bureau member in 1985. The fight has begun with Kirtanananda Maharaj. So somebody had to be, I have my nature of fighting. So he put me front. And I was vice president also. So some legal paper were there, and I was signing D.N. Das, short name. He told me, for any legal paper, never sign short. Always sign your full name. I just remember. So he taught me everything. And he gave his love and care. When, just like, growing a child, when a child, father brings trophy to him to give something, and then slowly brings some books. And after some time, when the child becomes bigger, then he doesn't have to give anything, but only direct. So there are a lot of detail I can go on, but I don't want to take everybody's time. I mean, many devotees are there. Now I'll just read second paragraph of my, only 3 paragraphs. Maharaj set a perfect example for us. He a dedicated follower of Srila Prabhupada, making sure that Srila Prabhupada's body, ISKCON, remains safe against all ups and downs. A humble servant. In his life, he never did any Vaishnava aparad. Even something happened by mistake, 3 times I will say sorry. I never saw him raising hand on anybody, beside only once. And that was, we had one scientist, what was his name? No, science is in Bombay from Baba. Patala patala bihari ladka. Anyway, so one Western devotee, German devotee, he beat him like anything. And blood was coming from his nose. Maharaj came out. And Maharaj saw, he couldn't tolerate. And he slapped that German devotee. And by that time, I also came there. I was ready to take on him, fight. But Maharaj saw me and he pulled me. So only one time I saw him fight. Giving a slap. I saw him crying. Not one time, many times. But never complained to anyone. Accepted as Krishna's mercy and did. A wise leader to adjust all difference of opinion, to carry out the mission, and a trusted teacher will learn so much just by observing him. Once, when he became Guru, we gave him 2 rooms, room number 407, 408. So he gave me all his letters. I used to make disciple for him. There are no disciple those days. So Prasanatma and me, we had this thing. Each one teach one kind of. So I was, going over his letters. He gave me all the letter to put year-wise. I am still looking for. I couldn't find that letter. One letter Prabhupada had written so nicely, so lovingly to him, to Gopal Krishna Maharaj, that all these Western boys and girls, they have helped me a lot. They are helping me a lot. But I do not know how long they will stay with me. They have habit to change their job, change their wife, change their home. But you, please always stay and push the movement of Lord Chaitanya. I kept asking about that letter. Maharaj simply smiled. He never gave that letter. I'll ask Rishi Kumar if they can find out from that letter box. His service for Srila Prabhupada in ISKCON are unparalleled. NCR community is a shining example. Connecting locals through temple program, house program, dramas, theater, shows, animation, book distribution, connecting national political leader and town people through imagining relationship. He built beautiful temple. ISKCON Kanpur is also built under his direction. Rohini temple is another brilliant construction. His zeal for book distribution, for no match in the whole universe. And he inspired and created wonderful new leaders. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, बजा लो ताली क्या तकलीफ है? He reasons ill who tells the Vaishnava die when thou art living still in sound. The Vaishnava die to live, and living try to spread the holy name around. While we are sad about his passing, let us remember his teachings and try to live by them every day. That way, we keep his presence shining bright in our life. Maharaj, as usual, I promise you, I served you, I am serving you, and I will serve you till my last breath. As Vasugas Prabhu was saying, that when he came to Dehradun, he called many people. Dasavatar also called me and Maharaj wants to talk. So he asked me, should I come or not? I have good experience. He will ask always, even coming from Bombay to Delhi or Delhi to Bombay, should I go or not? Always he asks, takes opinion. I said, Maharaj, what does it make a difference if I say you come or not? You will do whatever you want to do anyway. So he said, yeah, I am the host there. I have invited everybody, so I should come now. I said, up to you. And then he said, first day I will attend Zoom, or afternoon I will come. And sure enough, he came. Other thing, our relation with Maharaj, he loved us. We loved him. Toward the end, he wrote a letter that he doesn't want to be chairman. I have the letter, because I am the vice chairman. So he wrote the letter, not only to me, to whole bureau, that I do not want to be chairman. Please let others do. But even some of our bureau members, they were thinking, yes, maybe Maharaj health is not, why to torture him and all this thing. But toward the end, all the bureau members, they all felt their love surpassed everything that we said no. Everyone voted that yes, he should be our chairman. So his love for us and our love for him has no limit of the bound. I was just talking to Brajari Prabhu that look, if we have accepted his word and accepted his resignation as chairman, what a disgrace would have done. Today all the paper, all the media covers the chairman of ISKCON India passes away. If you are not chairman a day before passing away, would they put that thing? No. That would be a greatest disservice we would have done to His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. A year back in Bombay, he asked me about resigning from chairmanship. And he said, this is my desire. Prabhupada passed away as bureau chairman. And I became bureau chairman after he passed away. So this is my desire that I also leave this planet as a chairman. And that became for me Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Karyakya. And I took it as a mission. No, he should remain chairman till his last breath. I have seen him working to get ADG. I mean, today, whatever ISKCON, as Vasudeva Prabhu everybody says, whatever ISKCON is in India, building you can see, you may not see the foundation. So this personality, His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj and Gopal Krishna Maharaj, south and north, there are two foundation pillars or stone that where ISKCON India is built. We can imagine ISKCON in India without His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj and Jayapataka Maharaj. We are only a leaf in the tree. We are green leaf in the tree so long we are connected with the tree known as ISKCON. So Maharaj has written a wonderful will for all his, not only for his disciple, but for all of us. For all of us. Let us cooperate together to serve Srila Prabhupada. Nothing will take with us. Everything will remain here. Only we will take what we do for Srila Prabhupada. Jai His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Yes, Surah, I always forget this. It's just besides me. Surah Prabhu and then Mahaman Prabhu and then Brajahari Prabhu and I think His Holiness Bhakti Rasamrita Swami and Gauranga and Dairam Prabhu. Yes, you're all lined up. Rebatinanda Prabhu is also part. I'm sorry. I'll try to get all the bureau members first because they have a meeting in a little bit more than an hour. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी इति नामिने। प्रभुपादस्य सहितं यः प्रकाशवितेर्च प्रचारं कीर्तमान् साधु भगवत्पादाय ते नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादे पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुवेव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। My koti pranams to all the Vaishnavas here who are assembled in the wonderful courtyard of Krishna Balaram temple, where most of us have been nurtured by hearing, having darshan and so many things in this place. So while you are getting the heat of the sun, please get the cooling of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj's pastimes coming from the mouth of exalted Vaishnavas here. This is the only befitting thing for a person who is suffering in this material world since time memorial. While my seniors have been talking about, sometimes they may have a slip of tongue to talk about the politics of ISKCON, but we must also keep in our mind that we are in Vrindavan. Vapu or Avani, we may commit mistakes, and we may have to come back again, even if we are trying to glorify His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. I never dared ever to speak in front of my spiritual master, but I thank my god brother Janardhan Prabhu to allow me to speak, because I always like to hear more rather than to speak. My Krishna consciousness, I'm speaking this because His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj is not physically with us, but in Vani He will be always eternally with me. I came to ISKCON in 1978 by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada only, not by anybody's preaching. I came to office and I stayed till today. I'm in the same office. And thanks to Prasanatma Prabhu, who actually engaged me in physical service in Govinda restaurant. During 1978 to 82, I met many personalities, Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, Kirtananda Swami Maharaj, and so many other people. But nobody could ever dare to engage me in the service of Krishna. But it was only because of Gopal Krishna Maharaj I am here in ISKCON. Since 1978 to 82, I did my devotional service as a professional. I was a filmmaker, my dear brothers and sisters. I was in a Bollywood. My destination was different, but my Gopal Krishna Maharaj changed my destination from a Bollywood person to a spiritual world person. That is because of his prowess. An anecdote I will tell you. He made me to run to barber for 4 times because in 1978 to 82, I was constantly in touch with so many senior devotees of ISKCON, but I never got inspired to take Diksha from any of the persons. It was only when Gopal Krishna Maharaj was designated as an initiating Acharya, initiating Guru, and then Giriraj Swami Maharaj, Sridhar Swami Maharaj, due respect to Prasanatma Prabhu, and other devotees said that now you should take initiation from Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. And I took initiation from Gopal Krishna Maharaj. I was the first batch there. Ganapati Prabhu and myself, we took initiation there. And the journey began from that place, cutting me to size all the time, starting from the here. I had little Bollywood affinity because I graduated as a filmmaker, and we did a Haridas Thakur film with Haridas Prabhu, Bada Haridas Prabhu. But in due course of a time, that became a history. My titles were clipped by none other than by Narsingananda Prabhu from Los Angeles, and finished that career. And I finished that career then and there. I said that I will never enter Bollywood again, and I will only be, because we created Haridas Thakur film. Anybody who must have seen it on the slow light, Haridas Thakur film, a complete film on pastimes of Haridas Thakur. So that was in that tenor also I did something, but of course Bollywood people knew many things. But hats off to my spiritual master who engaged me in a menial service. And he said that you go to Prasanatma Prabhu, he will engage you in the restaurant. Or my dear friends, we started cleaning the pots and serving the restaurant. It's one side a Bollywood character who had all the glories in his Bollywood work as a film director, film editor, film producer, short filmmaker, is cut to washing the pots and serving the people who are coming to the restaurant and lifting their thalis, because Prasanatma Prabhu will correct me here if I will go off track any place. And we used to lift the thalis, and we used to cook, we used to make chapatis, we used to burn our hands, and we gave it the best whatever we could under his leadership. But all of a sudden, he deprived us his association. He left from 83 onwards, and till now we are feeling his separation. From 83 to 86, Srila Prabhupada, in Govinda's restaurant, Maharaj used to supervise everything every time he would come and guide us. And then, of course, after that, 86 onwards, I have been taking care of Bhakti Kala Kshetra, the world's best known cultural center, and I stick to that till today. I'm there trying to serve the culturally people. But of course, sometimes people, they don't want to be culturally motivated because everybody wants to enter into Radha Bhav immediately. But what happens when you enter into the Radha Bhav, you will also have to feel that you will fall down. You have to give culture to the people, and the higher intricacies of spiritual life has to be told who are befitting for that. But otherwise, Prabhupada ji said this movement is cultural movement. We have to conquer the whole world culturally. But that was clipped off. I served Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj to build Bhubaneswar temple because Gopal Krishna Maharaj told me that you serve my God brothers. He would never allow me to do anything except to serve his God brothers. And his priority in his life was always his God brothers. And every time, whether it is Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, I became instrumental in helping the Hong Kong Yatra for almost about a decade, did many programs for them. It was only the persuasion of Gopal Krishna Maharaj, you keep on doing that. I helped Sarup Damodar Maharaj to establish Mani Mandir temple by doing a big fundraising program. Like that, I helped His Holiness Kavichandra Goswami Maharaj in Japan and in Africa. We have set up a wonderful temple in Japan and in Africa also. Every time he would tell me to assist my God brothers. This is how I dedicated my life little bit to this place, under his direction. Gopal Krishna Maharaj always wanted me to do something in the office, and I kept on doing. And I was always wanting to see that how can I please my Maharaj by serving Srila Prabhupada in a very big way. I worked hard to get the land in New Bombay, which is almost about 9 acres of land. And my dear friends, it was a great struggle with the government to get this land. And when I got this land, I remember the same bureau wanted to see that the land should be given to somebody else. But there were some wonderful good friends. I will not forget His Holiness, His Grace, Yashomati Nandan Prabhu, and our Bureau Secretary now, he helped. He said that Shankadari Prabhu, he said that the person, if Prabhupada would be there, he would say the person who got the land, he must be given chance to build. Otherwise, it was going to some other people. But my dear friends, by the vision of Srila Prabhupada's thoughtful understandings and hearing all this there, we are building this new Bombay project, and it's of its kind. And I stood here to only say that I feel very sad because I could not fulfill the desire of my spiritual master because he wanted it to be immediately opened. But within my core, always I was fearful. When Srila Prabhupada built a wonderful office in Juhu, he could not open it himself. And if we'd like to see if Maharaj has to open it, let it happen by the will of Krishna. But I wanted to see that project should be completely opened. And it's an iconic project. I humbly beg you all who are not having any seva, who are loitering here and there in Baba's ashrams for the sake of seva, come to Kharghar. You engage yourself there because there is no other Baba than Srila Prabhupada. And after that, there is no Baba like Gopal Krishna Maharaj. And if you want to serve, serve ISKCON. Till death, serve ISKCON. Till death, serve Gopal Krishna Maharaj. Such humility personified, you will never find across ISKCON. If Gopal Krishna Maharaj would be here, he would shut my mouth. He would not allow me to speak. But today I stand on my legs to speak what I have to speak. And from on this day onwards, I will keep on speaking about Prabhupada, about my spiritual master, and about all the Vaishnavas here who are sitting there. Srila Prabhupada, as somebody said, that we are not honoring and glorifying the Vaishnavas as we should be. Out there, they are smokers. Out there, they are all nothing. You have still the legacy left, and you must serve them, and so they must serve you back in giving the legacy what they have received from His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Once upon a time, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, just across the Krishna Balaram temple, he said that your Guru Maharaj is Daksha. He doesn't go to Mathura to meet Narayan Maharaj. He is always here. We have gone to him, but your Guru Maharaj is always sitting in Krishna Balaram temple. That shows his solidarity towards ISKCON, towards Prabhupada. And I don't want to make any offenses. Those Babas who are attracting you with such a vocabulary, that vocabulary is present in Prabhupada's Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and so many things. They are giving initiation, very cheap initiation. Ek mala karo to diksha de do. I would not say on this day, Maharaj is here, Nagundar Maharaj is here, my beloved from my native place, J&K. So many people went to J&K, told them you chant only one round. Aksmat, I was there. I said that, how much malas you are chanting? That person said, I'm chanting 108. So when he said 108, I was completely shocked. I said, really? He must be very, very good. Then I asked again, are you chanting 108 malas? No, एक माला में है ना 108 माला होता है ना मन का होता है वो माना करता तो मेरे को गुरुजी ने दीक्षा दे दिया. I don't want to say who said that, but my dear friends, we're so bestowed by special mercy by Srila Prabhupada and His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. And he has done wonderful things. He built the Pune temple. Vasugosh Prabhu may not be able to tell that, but he also built Pune temple. The prowess of our young leader is to attract young people. But yes, Pune temple was by his wits and by his every endeavor. Even Baroda temple, sir. Even Ahmedabad temple, sir. Even Surat Mandir also, sir. All these people, even the South India temple, sir. So you may not know that. You ask me that, because before you, I went to Baroda, sir. So my humble request is, there are sometimes we forget. We fail to accumulate transcendental words for a transcendental speaker and people. And if you are shirking from such words, that means you are a Kripana. You're a Vaishnava Kripana. You have to glorify. Sometimes we were saying that don't glorify your Guru Maharaj. Why not? Why not? If you are capable, do that. Tanuse, manuse, dhanuse. Otherwise, even if you have done, it will go again. Yesterday, I was so sorry to see my god brother who was inflated in such a manner that he is the only moon now. And that is Vivek Bindra. And he came yesterday drunk. Because don't lift somebody when he doesn't need the required upliftment. Keep them always down. As my seniors have kept me down on the ground all these years. I'm not a bureau member, I'm not a GBC. But my younger people are all that. Gaurang is my younger, our Dayaram is my younger. When I was into ISKCON, he used to come into Jatti over there from IIT. So like that, there are so many people. Even from Revati Prabhu, I have seen him all these years. My only humble request is, they are blessed because they have taken up the mission very seriously. Thanks to Dayaram Prabhu, he's fighting still with our wonderful Vaishnava, but gone astray a little bit because he offended Guru Maharaj, and that's what is the condition of our Bangalore devotee. So that's the biggest problem. Never ever offend your spiritual master. You can have a fight, love a fight, you can always there. If there is undercurrent is to glorify Guru Maharaj, if undercurrent is to glorify ISKCON, always keep those things in mind. If your vocabulary, if your heart is very clean, your Guru Maharaj will bless you, Prabhupada will bless you. And even if the other people may not bless you, you will emerge victorious. That conviction you should have in the service of your Guru Maharaj. Gopal Krishna Maharaj is a tireless personality who served Prabhupada so nicely. Every moment he has done that. Every second he has done. I have seen that almost about 48 years constantly in my life. I bow down this life to him, and even if I have many more lives to come in this world, I will only wish that I should serve ISKCON's movement, Prabhupada's movement, and His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj's legacy. That's what I pray. You bless me on this day. I can say many things, but I cannot say because of my emotional outbursts at this moment. I have lost my spiritual father. And I lost my material father when I was only young. I left him when I was only 23, and I didn't associate with him. I associated with my spiritual father for 48 years. And what a legacy. And I was not attracted. But whatever I possess, it's my Gopal Krishna Maharaj's prowess. Whatever artistic ability I have, it's because of my father. And whatever strength, spiritual strength I have, I would like to thank my wife, who is very much nearby, because I must tell you, we are the only couple who got married in this Krishna Balaram temple. Varharupa Devi Dasi and myself were married in this place. For that, our Maharaj will vouch for that. That was the only couple got married in Krishna Balaram temple. So, for that reason, I am really thankful to the Vrindavan, because it is just like coming to Sasural. Correct? It is it's coming to Sasural, where Srila Prabhupada's place is there, and I like to always be very humble in Sasural. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Loudly, please loudly. Don't shirk from shouting the holy name. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Kharga temple is not my creation. It's all Gopal Krishna Maharaj's blessings. He has just used this third-class person and engaged in devotional service. But I request you, please don't forget to come to Khargar on Vijay Dashmi Day. Srila Prabhupada ji wanted the open office of, office on Vijay Dashmi Day. He could not do that. But we pray to Krishna Balaram, Radha Shyam Sundar, please give us strength that we can open that temple on Vijay Dashmi Day. And all of you are invited to participate in that festival. That will be a great tribute to His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, because his heart was always in Kharga temple. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So next we would like to invite Braja Bilas Prabhu. He will read the offering of Ambarish Prabhu and also on behalf of the TOBP.
Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada Ki. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj Ki. So I would be reading an offering from Ambarish Prabhu and Swaha Mataji today. This is from Ambarish Prabhu. Swaha and I are heartbroken by your departure. You have been the most loyal servant of Srila Prabhupada for many years. I remember fondly the time we were together in Kurukshetra. I was very comforted by that fact. You had taken the project under your guidance. I also remember being in Moscow with you when you were leading the project there. You have been a stalwart supporter of the TOBP, and we are most grateful for your inspiration and support. We will surely miss your able leadership as the shining beacon of Krishna consciousness. This is Ambarish Prabhu. Now I'm reading Swaha Mataji's offering. As I fight back tears, broken-hearted, that although we were fortunate to have seen you in Mayapur and at the Juhu temple just a few months back, we are now suddenly bereft of your sublime association. I wish to express my deepest gratitude and appreciation for your kindness towards me always. Dear Maharaj, you treated me like a daughter, and I feel privileged to have had the good fortune of cooking for you when you visited us. At a preaching program in New Delhi, after I spoke, you encouraged me like a loving father by appreciating my contribution. I remember just a few years back in Mayapur, as I was coming down the stairs and you were heading out for your morning walk, you took the trouble to show me your elaborate altar with your worshipable lords. I remember how you kindly arranged for us to go to Sri Vrindavan Dham when my parents were visiting from Australia one year. You personally gave me a tour of the museum at the Glory of India, Shri Radha Parthasarathi Mandir, which was being completed at that time. I have fond memories of honoring Prasadam with you in your apartment along with Prabhu, and the love and affection shown by you and your disciples serving us. You showed us the world's largest Bhagavad Gita that was going to be inaugurated by Prime Minister Modi ji a few years later. During that visit, in fact, it was your personal relationship with Modi ji that brought about the production of the coin commemorating Srila Prabhupada's 125th birth anniversary. Modi ji, words honoring your life show how deeply you have touched his heart. You are one of the greatest generals in our Senapati Acharya Srila Prabhupada's army. Although you closed the chapter of your service here on Mother Bhumi, you have entered your eternal pastimes with him. Your glories are being sung in all the three worlds for your exemplary devotion and dedication to Srila Prabhupada and spreading Lord Chaitanya's glories worldwide. We will forever remain indebted to you for your mercy and pray we may be of service to your exalted disciples. Feeling the deep pain of separation, we beg to remind your humble servant Ambrish Das and Swaha Devi Dasi. I know time is up. All the leaders are waiting. Just a few sentences from the Temple of Vedic Planetarium. As many of you have lost your father, the ISKCON Bureau has lost its chairman. The TOVP has lost everything with the departure of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. He was so dear to us, great support. Whenever I walked into his room, I always came out with a big bunch of money to construct this temple. Such a great support. So on this occasion, I pray to him to give me the strength and give the members of the TOP the strength to bear this separation, and also to serve him. We installed the chakra under his leadership. We opened the Pujari floor under his leadership. We opened the Narsingadev temple under his leadership. And in 2026, I'm sure he will lead us in opening the Temple of Vedic Planetarium for the pleasure of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So thank you also very much. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj Ki. His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Hare Krishna.
We have to invite the bureau members because they have to go for the meeting.
Maharaj had expressed in the will that the land which is next to Krishna Balaram temple, which was purchased by myself and my wife and my godbrothers here, that is next to him, today on this auspicious day, I would like to offer that land back to the authority of Krishna Balaram temple. We have nothing to do with that, as Maharaj had said that his samadhi would be kept in the samadhis over there, but that land was purchased by us for long back for the samadhi of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. So he doesn't want to utilize it. Correct, Mahamantra Prabhu? So we'd like to offer it back to the authorities. My desire was that so many sannyasis are coming here and they are staying outside in the ashrams. I wish to see that we create a wonderful sannyas ashram over there and have at least about 30, 40, 50 rooms over there for the young sannyasis, because I see so many sannyasis coming. In fact, Amivala Swami Maharaj said, where do I stay in Vrindavan? So I would like to, whoever is the right recipient of that paper of the land, I would like to hand over that. Thank you.
So amongst the bureau members, Revati Raman Prabhu, Mahaman Prabhu, His Holiness Bhaktiraj Samrita Maharaj, Dayaram Prabhu. So Mahaman Prabhu can speak.
Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakya Chaksurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha Nitya Lila Pravishth Jai Om Vishnupad Gopal Krishna Maharaj Ki Jai Nitya Lila Pravishth Jai Om Vishnupad Paramhamsa Parivrajacharya His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The large number of devotees that have assembled here from different parts of the world, and many who are viewing this on different social media, is evidence of how dear His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj was to everyone and how he touched the hearts of millions of devotees all over the world. And actually, for the first time in my life, when I was offering my last respects to the Vapu of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj, I cried. I cried and I cried. I never cried when my mother left. I never cried when my father left or any other dear member of my family left. But I cried. I did not even cry when Srila Prabhupada left, because Srila Prabhupada's mercy was coming through His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj. These movements can be stopped. It's disturbing. Sorry. Okay. So, excuse me. As I was saying, Srila Prabhupada was not accessible so easily, physically, because his health was not so good, and his secretaries made sure that he was not being disturbed so much. But His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj was always available for everyone. He would meet everyone, hear everyone, and try to solve the problems of each and every devotee. He was so personal and so caring. This realization came to me very late, after Maharaj had departed, that Maharaj was my best friend, my best advisor, and my best master, all three at the same time. My best friend, my best advisor, and my best, I forgot what, sorry, there's some disturbances. Okay, master, I forgot that word, most important. My master at the same time, all three at the same time. And as I was saying, so many devotees have joined throughout the world. One of the criteria for the success of our movement is the number of devotees who join. And I would like to share one anecdote regarding Srila Prabhupada. When the beautiful temple, Prabhupada Palace of Gold, was going to be inaugurated in New Vrindavan. I think everyone has heard of that, Prabhupada's Palace of Gold. So the devotees were desiring that the illumination on this palace, Prabhupada, should be special. And for that, before the opening of the inauguration of the palace, they took Prabhupada to show all the arrangements. And they asked Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada, we strongly desire that your palace should be illuminated by jewels rather than electricity and all these things, all these gadgets. Is it possible? Can we do that? And Srila Prabhupada said, it will touch everyone's heart. All of my devotees, you are the jewels. My palace will be illuminated by you, all jewel-like devotees. And not only my palace, but the entire world will be illuminated by all you jewel-like devotees. And with generals like His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj and many others, and now the future generation, as Maharaj was saying, Prabhupada said that the disciples should do even more than the spiritual master. So this movement, under the guidance, and we still feel Gopal Krishna Maharaj is guiding us, and he will continue to guide us. With the guidance of such generals, Krishna consciousness will become a mainstream religion of the world. gradually, slowly, but surely, because this is the mercy, and this is the prophecy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. So, one more anecdote I would like to share is that Srila Prabhupada was told by someone, I'm skipping the details because I want to express the lesson that we get from this anecdote. Prabhupada was asked, your movement is going on all right? Everything is okay? Prabhupada in response, yes, but I do have a disease. So the reporter or whoever it was said, maybe no, Swamiji, what is the disease? And Prabhupada said that my disease is that I can always think only big, I can never think small. This is a very healthy disease. I think Gopal Krishna Maharaj also had this disease. He would always think big, never think small. And I wish all of us contact this disease. We pray that we contact this disease. It's a very healthy disease. To always think big, like Srila Prabhupada and like His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj. I'd like to share one more anecdote. It happened here in Vrindavan. One Prabhupada's disciple, I have not taken his permission to mention his name, so I will not mention his name. So he approached Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, I think your life is very meaningful, very fruitful, very valuable. Compared to that, my life is not so important, insignificant. Prabhupada, if it is possible, can I donate the balance of my life to you? This is my wish. I would like to donate, if it is possible, the balance of my life to you. So in response to that, we have all heard the famous statement by Srila Prabhupada. Your love for me will be shown by how much you cooperate with each other when I am no longer here. So this was the response which Prabhupada gave. This is a very well-known statement, but many of us do not know the background of why Srila Prabhupada made this statement. He said, okay, it's good sentiment, you want to give the balance of your life to me, but your real love for me will be shown by how much you cooperate with each other when I'm no longer with you. And His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj has always endeavored to reconcile different views, different managements, everything, so everyone comes out with a satisfactory solution. And he is extremely expert in it because of his surrender to Srila Prabhupada, because he's always taking guidance from Srila Prabhupada. He came from Goloka Vrindavan and he has gone back to serve Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada needed him someplace, and so he has gone there to serve him. He was an exceptional devotee, always surrendered to the will of Srila Prabhupada. And we should continue to follow his legacy. On this day of his disappearance, I beg for his mercy. Please always keep on guiding me, guiding all of us. I'd like to stop here because many other speakers are there.
Thank you, Mahaman Prabhu. Now I would like to request Revati Raman Prabhu, then His Holiness Bhaktira Samrita Swami, then Dayaram Prabhu, and then Gauranga Prabhu. Time is really constraints now, so you only have half an hour before your meeting. So, Hari Hari.
I'll make it limited, yeah. Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatimandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshur Unmilitamana Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. I think that's short, why? That's all? Okay, I'll come forward. Okay, I'll come forward. So what I can say about Gopal Krishna Maharaj? No words to praise him. He's a daksha, an expert in devotional service. You see his deity worship. What inspired in my life? Many things inspired from many devotees. But one is Gopal Krishna Maharaj, every day in Mangalarti, doing arti for the Lord. Is there one more person like him in the entire world? Any temple, anywhere, he is there on the altar, performing arati for the deities with so much love and care. That is Gopal Krishna Maharaj. One day, we conducted 3 GBC meetings in Tirupati. 2012 GBC meetings, Maharaj was there, Gopal Krishna Maharaj. And I was anticipating Maharaj will go on altar and worship Radha Govinda Ashtasakis. This is my favorite pastime, Maharaj's favorite pastime. One day, over second day, third day, Maharaj never entered the altar. So that night I went to Maharaj room, Maharaj. Whichever the temple you go, you do arati. Why not here for Radha Govinda Ashtasakis? How is that, Maharaj? You're not performing arati. He said, no, I'm not. I asked, Maharaj, why? No, leave it, Ravitraman. I don't want to perform arati. Why, Maharaj? A reason for it? In some way can help us serve you? No, I'm afraid. Maharaj, are you afraid? Why, Maharaj? Gopis are there. Not Radha and Krishna. Gopis are there. I am afraid. What does it mean? I was shocked actually. He never said Govindji is there, Radharani is there, Lakshmi Narasimhadev is there, Mahaprabhu. No, Gopis are there. I thought, my God, what a lesson to me it is actually. When Gopis are there, one should be very careful. He said, no, it's not possible for me. Then later he called me again to his room. He said, since you are asking, since you are desiring, tomorrow I will perform arati. And the next day morning, Maharaj was there and he said, you should be there. I assisted Maharaj and he asked me, how, he knows everything actually, how you start. From Radha Krishna, or from Prabhupada, how to start that? Then I told Maharaj, we do this way. Look at that, humility. Vaishnavism means humility, humility, humility. He is a Vaishnava. That is Gopal Krishna Maharaj. Though he is a GBC, a big time guru, thousands of devotees everywhere following him, he was down to earth, very humble, very sweet. And he used to call me, from South always used to call me. At least once in a month or once in 2 months he'll call me and inquire, how are things going on? You want any help? Tell me. And any temple opening in Delhi, he used to call me, Ravitraman, you should come. I used to come. Once I had already fixed another program. He said, Ravitraman, you should come. I said, Maharaj, I have another program, it's already fixed. No, I want you here. Then I came. I just cancelled that program, I came here just to please Maharaj because he's a divine personality, not ordinary person. I came and I was in the program. Then Maharaj came and gave me a hug. That is enough. It's like $1 billion hug. His hug and his sweetness. And whenever he used to call me, and he used to tell, while leaving, he used to give me money. Take this. Maharaj, why Maharaj? Not necessary. No, no, you should keep it. Maharaj, I am from Tirupati, Balaji. I don't need Maharaj, it's okay. No, no, you should keep it. So he gave me. Every temple opening, he'll give me money. In Rohini, he gave me a chunk of money, keep it. Then I said, what to do? You know, Bahudgar, the temple opening he gave me. Then I thought, Maharaj is so kind and so sweet. It's not the money, it's love and affection to encourage the managers. So I thought, Maharaj, you're giving me, I want to buy a gift for this money for myself. Whatever you want to do it. Maharaj, I lost my Lord Narasimhadev ring. I want to buy one Narasimhadev and wear it in your memory. Do that. So this is a ring. You know, I feel this Ashtadhatu ring of Lord Narasimhadev, I feel Gopal Krishna Maharaj is with me. You know, when I get up, I remember my Radha Govinda deities, see them, then see Lord Narasimhadev, my Guru Maharaj. Now I should remember Gopal Krishna Maharaj all the time, as long as the ring is there on me. So wonderful. Bhagavatam says, Sadrichno ihayam loke, pantakshema akutavayaha, susila shadavayatra, narayana parayanaha. One's life becomes very auspicious in this inauspicious world. One's life becomes very wonderful without any fear in this fearful world. How? Sadrichino hayam loke pantakshema akutavayaha, susila shadavayatra, narayana parayanaha. By taking the association of a sadhu, like Gopal Krishna Maharaj, a sadhu, Sushila, simple, very sweet, not complicated. Very simple and very sweet, not complicated. He's a sadhu, you know. And very sweetly, he can remove the anarthas. Sushila Shadavyatra, because always they are Krishna conscious. Narayana, Parayana. So when we take association of this kind of wonderful devotees, our life becomes very auspicious. And Akutabhaya, free from fear. That is Gopal Krishna Maharaj. We all should take the association of Gopal Krishna Maharaj through his Vani. Now that he is not there, he is there. Even now he is present. Because he is such a loving person, you think he will leave us? He is there, he is not there. Achintya Beda Beda Tattva. He is there with us. So we follow in his footsteps and serve Srila Prabhupada's movement nicely. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
His Holiness Bhakti Rasamrita Swami.
I will be brief since it's very late and many other devotees have to speak. Yesterday I was mentioning to some devotees that there are devotees and devotees. Sorry? So I was just mentioning yesterday to a few devotees that there are devotees, and then there is Gopal Krishna Maharaj. A very unique personality and a wonderful example for many of us in many different ways. Too many ways to be able to recount here in the short time that we have at our disposal. A tireless servant of Srila Prabhupada, completely determined to pursue whatever was helpful for that service. He was always mobile, one day here, another day in a completely different part of the world. And he went on and on and on. And from what I remember, it is only in the last few months that I have seen him slow down even a little bit. And even then, not that much. He still came for the bureau meetings. He was still participating in the meetings, still active, meeting other devotees. So, very wonderful example for everyone. His presence lent a lot of stability to the Indian Yatra. It lent unity to many different places. His ever willingness to be of service in any part of the world, if ISKCON so desired it or so needed it, is also an example for all of us. I think his presence will be sorely missed by all of us, regardless of the degree to which we have come in contact with him. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari.
Thank you, Maharaj. Dayaram Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki jai. So Surdas Prabhu reminded me my first meeting with Maharaj. I was not in chaddis, I was in full pants. B. Madhu Pandit, Mahasundar and Jagat Chandra, and Radhacharan probably. 5 of us from Hostel 4 of IIT Bombay, we visiting temple. And of course we met Giriraj Maharaj, Sridhar Maharaj, and also Gopal Krishna Maharaj. But that time the person in charge, that was zonal Acharya system was there. So the Acharya for Jew temple. That was Kirtananda Swami. So he was shown to us as the Guru or the Acharya of ISKCON. So we met with him. So my memories of Gopal Krishna Maharaj are not that strong of that time. But I remember one incident. Basu Ghosh Prabhu was that time very fired up brahmachari in Jew temple. He's not here. So we were sitting and he was telling us to drop out. Don't complete your education and join ISKCON immediately. That was the mood that time. Now it's changed thanks to our Pune president, Radheshyam Prabhu, and it's good. But that time it was not like that. And if you don't join, then something is wrong with you. You have not understood the philosophy. So Gopal Krishna Maharaj came to our rescue. That I remember. He came and told Vasu Ghosh, don't disturb them. Don't scare them. And he said so strongly, although he's a very soft person, Vasu Ghosh Prabhu didn't disturb us after that. Nor did Yashomadhi Nandan Prabhu. So that's my memory. And after that, zonal Acharya system was there, so I went to Mayapur. And some interactions, but not really deep. But then in 99, when the GBC expelled Adridharan Das, the president of Calcutta Temple, and I was in Mayapur that time, and Madhu Pandit and others from ISKCON. Although Gopal Krishna Maharaj is not a person who likes to fight. He likes to make, some kind of a settlement. He likes to get everybody with him. He's against, so he was not in favor of this fight. But he tried also. He came to Calcutta. He was begging in front of me. I was not interested in taking up the fight on behalf of GBC, although I was told, because I felt that they have got some point about Guru issue, and I still feel that way. So I was not, but then I was with Maharaj, and he took me with him to meet Adridharan, and he was begging them, literally on his knees, please, don't file the case. Don't file the case. And they were not treating him nicely. And that really affected my heart. And I told Maharaj, don't let them humiliate you. If problem comes, I'll fight the case. This is where me and Maharaj's bond started growing. And then he was there to help me in every possible way. Although he was not Zonal Secretary of Calcutta or Mayapur that time, he failed, and he was not in favor of their expulsion. But once the decision was made, he was there to defend it, although he was not very happy with it. And he tried to make a settlement. It did not work out. Then he felt that it is duty to protect GBC and ISKCON. And I remember he called me, said, I'm going to go to get admitted in the hospital. He had some operation that time in 2000 or 2001, gallbladder or some operation. He was going to be taken to operation theater. So he's on the stretcher and he calls me. I said, Maharaj, why are you calling me? He said, no, please go and speak to Shaktinath Mukherjee. I said, Maharaj, don't worry. I have spoken to him. He doesn't even know who Shaktinath Mukherjee is. I only told him that he's a topmost lawyer in Calcutta High Court. No, you please speak to him and make sure he comes there in time, I said, Maharaj, I'm taking care. You don't relax. Let your operation go peacefully. The last minute he was calling. And after operation is over, he called me back again. So I found a tremendous sense of responsibility in him, which I see, unfortunately, lacking in most of the leaders of ISKCON. One of the qualities of Gopal Krishna Maharaj, which really impressed me. Then after that, when we got the temple back, it was a little dicey because the order was only interim injunction. We're in Calcutta temple. And I think I was there and my wife called Maharaj and he was laughing and he was so happy. So he said he wanted to come. I said, Maharaj, don't come. It's still, dicey. He said, no, I must come. I must come and visit. And he came. Before any other leader of GBC, Maharaj the first one to come to Calcutta. When we were still in dicey situation, he met with all the devotees, he encouraged them, no, you should work. Even those who were with Adhidharan Prabhu, he preached to them, you stay back with ISKCON, whatever problems to resolve. Very nice, very, not that I have won now, I smash you. No mood at all. The mood was, all right, things you have done wrong, now you come and be with us. So, and then his trust in me, I think, grew after, because in between there was some problem and we got arrested. And he got very angry with me. Why you did this? Why you, without court order, why you entered? Me plus 50, 60 devotees got arrested and put in jail in Calcutta. So he called, he was very upset. Why you did this? Why you didn't take my permission? I said, Maharaj, I can't take your permission for every small thing I do. Then you can't win the fight. Otherwise you come and fight. I'm not interested. I have no fight with him. No, you fight. I said, Maharaj, you have to give me some freedom. If you want me to fight, you are a chairman, I respect you. That time I was not a bureau member. But if you want me to fight, I have to have certain freedom. And then we won, then he came. After that, we won the case, then he came. Then after that, his faith in me increased. That every time he had any issues about legal, he would call me. And even if he had some opinion, and if I give contrary opinion, he would respect my opinion more than his own opinion. That I have experienced throughout the time. Even in Bangalore case, although he's not a zonal secretary of Bangalore, he was not responsible for the issues we have in Bangalore, or even Calcutta for that. But he is one bureau member or one GBC leader among all who felt the most responsibility for both. Anytime I have any issues, whether it's requirement of funds or any other support, I only would call him, nobody else. So apart from chairman being lost, as somebody said, it's also somebody who's, like Harikesh stood behind me in getting land in Mayapur. Gopal Krishna Maharaj, not exactly the same, but somewhat that role he played in the legal issues facing ISKCON India. Other quality which I was really most impressed with about Gopal Krishna Maharaj is his sense of responsibility for whole of India, not just for his zone. I'll give 2 examples, not to undermine others, but to show the person for which I got extremely touched and impressed. Was Mayapur, there was a big problem, big uprising against GBC took place. It's a big, long story. And GBC members had to run away from Mayapur. And I was not involved in Mayapur. I had my own problems with GBC. So I was in Calcutta. So everybody called me to come to Mayapur. So I came and then we tried to solve the problem. And you can't solve problem in one day. It takes you months and months, to get it resolved. So we made some decisions together. The bureau made decision how to resolve the problem. And after one make a resolution, it is most difficult to implement it. That has to be kept in mind. We have to implement that resolution. So he told me to stay back and help get it done. So I and Maharaj were there. No other zonal secretary of Mayapur would come for that meeting. Continuously meeting and meeting with devotees, meeting among ourselves. They came, they left. For Jayapataka Maharaj, health was not good, but other two zonal secretaries were not always there. Gopal Krishna Maharaj did not leave Mayapur for almost a month and a half or 2 months till the problem was completely solved. The peace was completely established. And he asked me, you think now we are safe? All the properties are safe? Devotees are okay? Can I go? I say, Maharaj, definitely. And I keep telling everybody, this quality leadership lack. Hyderabad, another problem in Hyderabad. Maharaj is not zonal secretary of Hyderabad. He has no involvement in Hyderabad. Problem came. Big problem, fights literally coming in the media, going to the police. No zonal secretary of Hyderabad came. Maharaj went there personally. He sat there, tried to speak to all concerned parties, put in all his efforts to resolve. So persons, these qualities, these acts, inspires respect and confidence. So all his disciples, followers, devotees, bureau members, GBC members, I would humbly request this shining example of Maharaj of filling responsibility, applying himself. He may not be very charismatic like some other GBC members. It's a fact. But his commitment, his steadfast desire and dedication to get the problem solved and keep ISKCON safe is worth illuminating for every devotee of ISKCON from top to bottom. With this, I close my offering. I have many other things to say, but our chairman of this program has told us not to take time. So thank you very much. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj.
Thank you, Dayaram Prabhu. Now, Gauranga Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki. There are leaders who have integrity and therefore they are very inspirational. There are devotees or leaders who are very influential because they have clarity. But there are very few leaders who are truly impactful because they have both integrity in their personal character and clarity in their vision for what they want their followers to do. And I consider His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj to be such an impactful leader who has both integrity and clarity. In terms of his personal practices, I think the whole of ISKCON should look up to him as a shining example of demonstrating faith and dedication in the Panchanga Bhakti process given by Srila Rupa Goswami. Whether chanting of the holy names or deep faith in Srila Prabhupada's words, sticking to Srila Prabhupada's Bhaktivedanta purports in his own teachings and his personal life, especially because Delhi is so close to Vrindavan, and over the years there has been always tendency of different devotees to get attracted to various kinds of philosophies which may be a little different from what Srila Prabhupada has taught us. But His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj has always stuck to the very, very strict line of Srila Prabhupada.